Just gonna sneak around you here. Yep. So just before we start, I just wanted to ask if you guys are familiar what magnetism does for our body. No. Okay. So we all know the world is a big magnet, right? And all of us are positively and negatively charged. Without magnetism, we wouldn't be living today because of our cells are, that's how we run. So when you take a magnet and put it on your body, it takes the north with the north, the south with the south, so oxygen, nutrients, fluids, and everything can start flowing through the body a lot easier. With racing horses, it's important that they're flexible, right? For jumping horses, you want them to have more flexibility up here, or for barrel race horses, you want them to be flexible when they're turning sideways, right? So what you can do, and also when horses travel and with the horse trailers, they get really nervous, right? So magnets make the body calm, it increases circulation, it speeds healing, it gives them better access to your own strength. It also releases pain and stiffness, and it removes lactic acid away from the muscle. When you're warming up, you know how they tell you to warm before you work out so you're more flexible? You can do the same thing through magnetism. It makes you flexible, it gets your body prepped. It takes all the lactic acid, removes it from your muscle. After you're done working out, after a horse is done its job racing, their muscles are inflamed. So you got to roll that lactic acid back out. You got to get their body back to a healing state. So I'm just going to show you today how magnets will increase their flexibility and how it can take horses from being I worked on a very stubborn horse in Hazelton. I didn't even like the magnet when we first started, but by the time we were done, he was so relaxed. His jaw was just hanging, and he was passing gas. The horse made pass gas, just so you guys know. So, and also another important thing is making sure that not only for your health, but for animals, that they're drinking magnetized water. When water's flowing through a creek, it's being magnetized. When it goes through our pipes in our house, it gets put in a plastic water bottle, it lost all its living. It's not living anymore. So when you drink living water, which is magnetized water, it's magnetized in your blood, so it flows a lot better through your body. And when you take a magnet like this and put it over your body, it makes more circulation because it's already charged in your blood and it's being pulled more through your body. And being alkaline is important. When you're drinking acidic water, which most water is, and most bottled water is bottled tap water, it brings your body to a state where it has to try to change it to an alkaline environment, and the same thing with pets. So if you're giving them alkaline water, magnetized water, it really helps their healing process. One of the very important things in horses is the frog in their feet. It's like their second heart. So sometimes when their shoes on too tight, it really restricts them pumping that blood back up through, because when they put their foot down, it contracts the blood down. When they release the foot, it like pushes the blood back up, right? So if you take a mag step, as you take the horseshoe, when you take that horseshoe off, you can trim this to fit inside the horseshoe, and you can put it back in their feet so it keeps the circulation going in their feet. And same thing, if they have, say, a really bad leg up in here, it's helping heal that so it's not so pain and stiff anymore. So when you first start off trying to your horses, you want to start at the nose. This here is a little thing that you can buy, and it tells you if something's actually magnetic, because there's a lot of companies that claim they have magnetic jewelry or magnetic insoles, but it's only parts of magnets, and it doesn't actually give complete coverage. One of these here, it tells you how strong the magnetic field is, how much coverage you get, and how far it projects away from your body. Because when you're doing this on your body, when I'm actually doing this, it's actually passing through the other side of my body. So I'm just going to show you guys. So it's reading that it has high magnetism, right? So we're about that far. You hold that. Not too good at this yet, but I'm going to get there. See how much further it carried it away? So when I'm actually doing this on this side of the horse, it's benefiting the horse on the other side as well. But before we start, you want to start with their nose, because in here you want to start releasing the endorphins so they start getting calm. So if you just start going to work on them right away, lots of horses don't really appreciate it. You want to sniff that first? You don't mind. And you want to always roll up. And can somebody come take this over for me while I... No, exactly, because you're going to be rolling. Yeah.
Okay. Somebody else.
Make sure you get right at the nose. Perfect. Yep. I just want to see how flexible he is before we give him the magnetic massage. So,
from his
Shannon,
face
step for a
toward the
sec.
top to okay.
I don't want him to turn, I just want him to bring his head back as far as he can.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah. Look, I got carrot for you. Like this. Is that as far as you can reach, boy? Come on. Inch, inch, inch. You say about there, guys?
Mhm.
About there?
Yeah.
There you go, good boy. So this here, inside here, I just put a comforter on it because I find it's easier to wash after I deal with the horse, is a magnetic blanket from Beacon. And you can just throw this over top of your horse.
Maybe.
You like it? Can I do that? Just keep rolling his nose. Yeah. Not got any more carrots?
You want some help?
Sure. Love some help.
Bunched up.
You like being bunched up? Perfect.
It's not so scary.
Exactly.
So this blanket not only does it have magnets in it, it also is far infrared. And what far infrared does for the body, we get it from the sun, right? Far infrared, the fabric in here, what it does is it absorbs heat from all sources, from the body, from the sun, say if you're around a heater, and it holds it in like a sponge and it releases it onto your body in far infrared waves. So it increases healing, it increases circulation, it takes away stiffness, it removes lactic acid away from the, keep rolling. Yep. So you can just leave this on your horse during transport when they're sleeping at night. They'll be happy all night. They won't sweat from it because the fabric keeps you cool when you're hot and it keeps you warm when you're feeling cold. You feel comfortable doing it, Shannon? Mm-hmm. Yep. You don't want to touch me.
So would the blanket be beneficial, like say, in like an injury state? Like just if something happened, just throw it on them?
Yep.
For
Yeah,
how long? Like would you leave it for hours? Like
You can leave it for hours. It takes about a good, I'd say about 20, 30 minutes to get things all moving or whatnot.
okay.
You feel okay, bud? Yeah. Okay. See if I could just get you. Can I grab the other one for you? So what we're gonna do, this here is called the Mag Creator. The magnet in here is 750 gauze. It's a very strong magnet. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna start from the neck and we're just gonna start rolling down the body. This way, you don't want to stop at the shoulder there, please.
I think I could have stood there.
No, you know worse.
Act like a word.
You get it on your knees.
A whole lot of
Over it.
I know other things.
Oh, you're going
I
full.
didn't catch your name. Chris, you could just keep rolling from here to here.
Like pressure or no pressure?
Yeah, pressure. Ready?
So can you get too much magnetism?
No. So what I did here, this is just my far infrared head strap. And on the horse, right here is up here somewhere, on their head. By their ears is what you guys know it's called the pole, right? P-O-L-L. And when you take a magnet and put it over there, it creates a calming effect. They don't have a magnet that you can just stick there, so I just sewed these ones into here. And my idea is, you know, just throw it over there.
Sven's like my turn. Or not Sven, Flag. My turn.
Yeah, that's responsibility.
Well, I think she
So would you ever do like this rolling like over their back, over their?
Yeah, we want to start from the head down.
Horses are naturally calm anyway.
So it sits on his poles. So
Put that on cast, I could ride it.
like it.
Around the ears or around the neck?
No, you want the two circle magnets on there, you want them to be on this part of the side.
It's like, wow.
Is that feeling good? Can I take your chest? Yeah, you can do that part of his neck.
Just look how we. That's not gonna work.
And then you make it back for you, but
Put them on as one of those, helmets that go over their ears. Put it this way, where you've had the string around it. Yeah. But if you had the ears covered, you just pull it, even a fly mask.
And as we got to the first shoulder, we started to hear his insides start gurgling around. Now that we're back here, I don't know if you guys are hearing it or smelling it, but he's passing one after another, and that's a good indicator that they are very relaxed and that things are moving.
Yeah, because of that one foot.
Has he got an injury?
Different.
Oh, yeah. The porters have been there. Yeah.
What athletes are church? They didn't have church. Yeah, she decided, well, you know, they're having church. And so she puts a small turkey then, and then invites all of us again.
Yeah.
And then makes some turkey in a little bag.
No, we don't even know.
Oh my God. And she got
makes
nice.
soup with us. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're.
She was more excited about it, or we were now excited.
Oh, I'm excited. I don't know anything. And I want next to.
She's like, well, I plugged it in.
Yeah, it's gotta get on. Yeah, I played on.
Does he look any more calm to you guys?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty relaxed.
Eyes are glazed.
So, that's about all you'd want to do. You want to roll down the neck this way. When you get to the shoulder area, you want to roll down this way. Really work on their sore spots. When you get to the tummy, you want to come down this way. Along their spine, you want to go right to their tail. Same thing. Most horses, like it says in the book, right here is a very important part to make sure we roll out. They draw a line in the book as well. For some reason, on like a lot of racing horses too, they get more injuries back here. So make sure really roll out these guys more out back here when you're doing the rollout. Let's see. Hey boy, you want a carrot? Can you just flip this back to me? I just want to see
Yeah,
how much
you
his
bet.
flexibility increases. Shannon.
Shannon's
Yeah.
mesmerized.
Don't turn yourself, that's cheating. No, you gotta come get it. Come on. Oh, look, oh.
It's like, I'm still sleeping right now.
See, he's past his white line, he's way back there.
Maybe he just wanted the carrot more.
Where did that go?
If you want it, you gotta come get it. Oh, nice try, nice try. There you go. Get back here.
Oh, there you go.
I can just throw this back over since he's liking it. You guys have any questions? I have no more carrots for you. The other horse back here, we just threw the pet pad on them. The pet pad is what I use for my dog to sleep on. But what you can do with the pet pad, if you don't have a blanket, same thing, throw it over the middle of their back, start rolling out, or just leave it there if that's the only thing you have. It does the same thing. It just takes a little longer to work through their body. And rolling out, the rollout is the egg creator. But with the pet pad too, what Ashley does, she also has a Kinko seat, whichever one you want to use. You can take it and put it under their saddle so they can enjoy it while they're riding too. I have no more carrots.
Yeah, he's gonna call you. He's gonna call you on that one because he sees a whole bag of them. And I can
Do
smell.
you like me now? Holy friends.
So you sell the products, but do you also hire yourself out to go to some?
Yeah, that's something new that we're
Yeah,
just starting.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, doing this before you travel is very important because then they don't get sick, they don't get diarrhea, they're more calm. A lot of horses get really stressed out before they're doing that. Before that, just throw a blanket on them while they're in the thing, throw it in them when they're going to sleep. Before exercise to get them ready for their whatever you are doing, racing, just trail riding, and then afterwards to remove the lactic acid back out of the muscles because they got re-inflamed. Hey boy, you gonna go to sleep now? Can I take this back? Thank you. Lisa, could I just get your input on what you've noticed, anything changes in your horse? Or do you-
No, he's very calm, especially with the blanket. He doesn't like blankets.
No?
And he doesn't like a lot of movement to his right. So I was quite surprised he tolerated that you did.
Right on. What about the flexibility? Did you see that on the tape?
Yeah, way more flexible. He's been attacked by lynx when he was a day or two old. So he's got lots of scar tissue in the neck.
Oh yeah?
For him to bend like that is good.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.